Well, we are live. Are we live? Are we live? Yes! Wow, we are live. Welcome to LASC's Manic Monday. And
Wacky Wednesday!
is it Wacky Wednesday?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
And it's wacky!
It's okay.
And it's manic!
Well, the one thing is that it's a Manic Wacky Wednesday because I thought yesterday that my cousin was at church, so I didn't bother her. And she said, what are you talking about? I know.
Wait,
It was
what?
July 4th.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh.
And I should know that because one of the most important dates of my life. My parents got married on that date. My best friend got murdered execution style. And then my father died on July 4th as I got a job with Barry Katz. That's amazing how things happen. It all falls into place. How's that to bring you down, huh? A little bit? A little bit? Don't worry, they were divorced. They had to be. You can't be a Swedish or black redneck Jew and have this kind of life happening and have Muhammad in the house, which is great. Introducing Muhammad. Give him a round of applause for being here tonight. He's new and Dee is new. And a lot of you people, it's amazing how many people find us live, by the way. It's a live stream, so, say what you will. You're not getting charged for it, so don't complain because this is going to stop. But if you would like to have a copy of your set edited, you can speak to Monica and Sam. Monica is our in-house scholar from Duke University. Also a comedian and your comedy concierge, Samantha. Samantha is your comedy concierge. And also, we have Ryan Benson, who is here.
Ryan Benson!
Okay, Ryan, there you go. I'm officially blind. I could not see you, and that's impossible. And I imagine that everybody else is outside because they think it's school, and that
No
it's
one's
really
there.
good.
We wish there was more.
No, we're good. We're good because I don't know how long we're gonna do this thing. I got some things coming up. And if you're watching and you're supposed to be meeting with me and we have privates, we have to get all your classes done because I just want to promote that I'm going on tour with Mike Marino. So, things are going to change a little bit. And if this movie comes through, if this writer's strike stops, so if you have classes that you paid for, that you didn't finish, and yes, Samantha, I owe you one.
She owes me a club.
She will not let me forget. These are my people. These are my people. And when you go to the clubs and you see how they're run, every club is run differently. I don't know where your guys are from, but I'm just going to give you a little heads up how things are run. So there's a book I want to recommend. I don't make a dime off of it, believe me. And it's called I Did It on a Dare. And it was written by Al Martin. It's going to be one of the worst written books you've ever seen with grammatical errors. It's going to be spelled wrong. And you're going to learn so much more about hustling in this business and having your own way of having your audience. Because, sometimes, Muhammad, you're new. Someone's going to say, wow, I saw you on Sunda's live feed. You were dope. I want to have you on my show. I'm at the, whatever store, funny store, whatever. And they say, oh, you're going to be like, oh, I'm booked. I'm so then they're going to tell you, you need 10 people. And you're going to need people to get on stage at one point in your life. Everyone does. So when people say things to me like, well, I don't do a bringer show. I better be a bringer. Okay, I better have people come in. I need butts and seats. Dane Cook is a bringer. Tim Allen is a bringer. But they really bring it on. We're talking about selling. So remember, verbiage is very different. And be clear, though. Don't let people use you. Don't let people use you. I'm just saying this because what I'm getting is more complaints about other comedy classes as opposed to the students, okay? All I'm hearing is about other complaints. So I just want to clear the air. I don't promise employment. It just so happens that we happen to be a source of comedy. So that's why. But I'm just making it clear. Yes, thank you. I'm not your employer. And if you work with me, you just got to take this seriously because it is a serious business. And it's not funny all the time. I feel like the Sarah Paulson of comedy. I really am. Help me! Oh, my God! I'm watching American Horror Story, which I shouldn't because I interviewed the guy whose name is somebody Cromwell.
James.
Thank you. James Cromwell. And James Cromwell, I interviewed him. He was in a movie called Babe. And now he's a Nazi on this television show. And it's really freaking me out with the blood and everything. But why I was talking about different shows in different places is that you should check out these places and see how they're run. So tonight I'm going to do something a little different because I might have to run out. And I want to make sure these girls get up. These are the people that help this place stay open. It's very important. And when I say these girls, I mean my girls, okay? because I have to say they, them. I gotta get this straight, okay? Somebody has given me a cue board at this age. I am really screwing it up. But I'm gonna tell you what's missing from that alphabet, by the way. I want to be in that alphabet. I want to be an M. Mixed.
Okay.
Where my mixed people at? Brendan would be on, which side am I on? I don't know today. I'll shave the side. That's funny. If he was here, I could tell him that. Because mixed people who joke like that, be like, your mother's white. So stupid, right? And like, your father's white. You half white. We're both that white. It's crazy. One day, we're all going to be beige. That's it. Caramel. I got my hair cut to look more ethnic, and now I look like an Orthodox Jew on Saturdays. That's really scary. With that, I'm going to bring up your comedy concierge, who also has a show coming up. When she'll let you know. Give it up for the comedy of the one and only Samantha Linderman. Let her hear you.
I thought the Orthodox Jews would be terrified of me after a certain change. It was the piercings and when I shaved my head. But I was walking down my street of Pico Robertson, which is the Israel of the West Coast. In the way that there's a lot of Jews, and I guess just weird tension. Weird tension. Everybody has the same dietary restrictions. Weird tension. But I'm walking down the street and I have this yellow tank top, bald, long socks, more leg hair than now, whatever. And this Orthodox Jewish guy goes, "You from here?" And I was like, your wife and 10 kids are inside right now. You know what I mean? It was just really flattering to be welcomed by the Orthodox Jewish community like that,
Because what are they known for?
Oh, they oh my God, they wear the wig. He's used to, that's so stupid. That's funny though. I didn't know that Orthodox women were running around with shaved heads. And then Netflix made a show about it, everyone was like, watch it. And I was like, I don't want to. Do you know when someone's like, it's just, and they say don't judge a book by its cover, but it's like, it's there, it's a title, it's a trailer, I don't like it.
What's the name of it?
It's that's it. What's the name? Mm-hmm. It was Unorthodox. Mm-hmm. Did you watch it?
Yes.
Was it worth a watch?
I think she told too much of everybody's business.
Oh, shit. It wouldn't be a Jewish film without that. Without telling about business.
Right.
Yeah, I really had that realization. I was recently at a Jewish wedding, and I just, in my head, I was like, I can't wait for somebody to bring up how this shit's so bad. I was just waiting for the kvetching after. Not one person. So I had to plant the seeds. Where I was like, well, what'd you think about the rabbi?
Right.
The aisle.
Right.
Such a beautiful dress.
Yes.
Why was it like this? When you see the party planner on the side, she's getting married. You know what I mean? Have some class. The rabbi's making jokes, and
Always.
Oh, they're married. It's like, what the fuck? Are you trying to be chill right now? You're married. That'd be funny. A rabbi trying to get some through being the wedding. So I'm from Los Angeles, which is what my real ID says. But one time I was at a club where I used my fake ID and I was like, I'm from Los Angeles. I mean. Nobody was listening. The mic was not working. So I'm from Los Angeles, born and bred. And I like to play the game where I ask people, oh, are you from here? And then they're like, no. And I was like, I could tell, or yes, I could tell. People from LA, I feel are way nicer than people who move here. Because we've accepted the truths of our home. You know what I mean? Do you ever hear someone, complain? They're like, oh, this goddamn traffic today. The traffic here today. Something happened today. It was yesterday and tomorrow. You just have to understand, this is where you live. They complain about fake people. I think fake people are the realest people out there. If someone's got a BBL, BB mouth. I'm at BBW Bath and Body Works at the BBC Beverly Center. Not BBC, just one BC. But I'm at the Beverly Center, right? And I'm like, they invested in themselves. They invested in themselves. They have money somehow from whatever, so they're doing well to the point where they're like, let me fully commit to this life. Some people hide. That's why I kind of miss masks. Because what mask you were wearing and your reaction to having to put it on, like, fuck a first date. That shit was crazy. So yeah, I work at the mall, and thank you so much. And there's a lot of regulars. There's also a lot of like celebrities, but every celebrity is also kind of just regular. Like it's never somebody important. Like it was the one guy from Queer Eye that you didn't want to see, and he's there every fucking week. You know what I mean? So like I had to say something. Nobody is saying anything to you. It's the randomest. So some people are hard to recognize. Some people aren't. You know. Like that one makeup artist with no arms or legs. That one, I was like, I know you! You're in a wheelchair? I thought you could walk. I just went like this because it's not walking. I don't think they would call it that. I'm saying it's surviving, it's thriving, it's something I could never fucking do, right? It's core strength, I'm saying.
What?
When you say hi to a celebrity and then like 4 hours later you're both crossing La Cienega and it's like, but only one of you has
No.
It just was like, oh my god. Imagine. I couldn't do it, let alone do my makeup. That shit's crazy. And then you think that like, you know, like do you ever have a moment like that where you're like, damn, like that's gonna change the way I live. Like I'm gonna live with gratitude and it like wears off in like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That's just the best. The first pair of testicles I ever saw were a pit bull on an escalator. Which brings me back to the Brazilian butt lift. Because if you choose to live in this city that we call home, it's like you're gonna be on an escalator and you're gonna be faced with it. And you're gonna have to accept. You're gonna say, "Am I gonna do it or am I not gonna do it?" I'm undecided. So I recently went to urgent care and they basically referred me to Target, and I wish I was there. There's some there, right? That's crazy. She was like reading my what I had wrote, like reason for visit, and she set it up. That's when I was like, felt like she rested it on something so she could read it a few times, and I was like, oh, like it felt like, you know, like. I was like, just think it's funny. Like, is it good? Was there a typo? But she was like, no, you can just go to... It's a revealing story. Wait, come in. Give it up. I really needed you right now. I have no idea how bad. So bad. I don't know.
Didn't think.
Didn't think about what?
You know.
Oh, everything?
You know. Yes, you do. Your mall flowers are funny, that's for sure.
My mall flowers?
Yeah, those people you talk about.
The people that go to the mall. Well, like, there's this one woman who walks her dog in the mall and then, like, eats at the one restaurant that nobody eats at, but it's open at, like, one of the fanciest malls in the world and not one person's there at all. I don't know. The shit like that really freaks me out. Like, freaks me out in a Karen way.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, how are you here? How are you still here? What are you doing? What are you doing in the background? This girl from the jewelry store across the way from me. I wish you guys could understand what it was like. I just feel like because I talk to everybody all the time. So I'm a greeter. And in real life and at my job, I greet all the time. I think it's great. But thank you so much. And I can't talk to every person, but I will under my breath be like, oh, what a cute dress. And then they go, what? You know what I mean? And they're like 20 feet away. Dude, today I saw these two girls and I said, we went to temple together. When they were like 6, you know what I mean? And I don't know why I had to tell them. I was like itching so bad where I was like, did your dad date my aunt and get her a Peloton? Or are you a different Sari? Thank you guys so much. I have a show at the Fourth Wall on Friday at 8. And I'll find a way I'll get you a snack or something if you get your ass to North Hollywood. I would really, really, really appreciate it. And then I have a show at the Sunset Rooftop in Hollywood Saturday night. Sam Linderman and friends. They're both at 8 p.m. So they're probably gonna.
And where can they find you on social
You
media?
can find me on Instagram at Sam like TBH, or sometimes I could be messaging you back on at LA School.
We're gonna fix that too. So they find you to the H. They're gonna find you. They're gonna. I love you.
You know, you should look at the reruns of my show of Jewish Life Television.
Jewish Life Television.
Because I have a segment called Everybody's Business, because Jews love to tell everybody's business.
Yeah.
And they would send me letters about how somebody told their business. Like the IUV baby and IVF. Look, you can't put that on me with the whole other thing going on. You just can't. I'm too old. I'm just too old. And you know what? Just for that, I'm going to smarten this room up a little bit and bring up the talent of the one and only Monica with a K, ladies and gentlemen. Let her hear you.
Okay, guys, can we just all take a minute to talk about the flagrant nudity that was the Charmin Ultra Soft commercials? It was the first time I ever saw a bare ass on television. Do you guys know the show The Flight Attendant on HBO?
Yeah.
Why is the first episode not called Pilot? It's called like In Case of Emergency or something. That was a really missed opportunity. Plain and simple. United we stand, divided we carpool. Or take the train. I don't know. I take the train. I'm a user of public transportation.
Yes.
I took the train to the LA School of Comedy today. I wish I rode here on a Panther called the Metro Feline, downtown Santa Monica Station. So I've been applying to jobs recently in the fall, and it's been very hard. I feel like a neuron, like a nerve cell, just like thousands of connections and no job offers. Some people, their booty call app in the face of rejection is like Grindr, Tinder, Hinge. Mine is LinkedIn. So when I'm sad, I just apply for jobs. And I've been applying to a lot of jobs lately. Little known fact about me, like Cinda mentioned earlier, I go to Duke. Thanks Josh. We got one applause for Duke. The redneck cousin of the Ivy Leagues. Like the Tumbleweed League. Yeehaw. I'm a physics student, which I don't like telling people because that usually like is the joke. The Duke Physics Department is just kind of one big dick measuring contest, but with a very precise ruler. Just a lot of jazz musicians and rock climbers talking in circles about numbers. You know what it's called when you talk about numbers in circles? A clock. They say time is relative. I'm Indian. My relatives are never on time. Newton's second law says every action has an equal and opposite reaction, especially when you're doing that action in a mirror. One of the first things you'll also learn is about a law of conservation of energy. So whatever energy y'all give is the energy I'm going to give back, right? But unlike physics and stand-up, there's no conservation of mass, which is why people always leave during my sets. But yeah, last year I took electricity and magnetism, which is where you learn about electrical circuits, buzz, and here, I don't know why I gave that sound effect, but here I've been learning more about the stand-up circuit, and there's a lot of key differences in stand-up circuit. Unlike physics, the circuit's all resistance, and nobody can conduct themselves. Ladies, do we have any ladies in the audience?
What?
You have one cat sound. Someone took the Metro Feline. It's always nice to see women. Ladies, when you're out in the town and want to spice things up with the guy you just met, you know what you need? pepper spray.
Yeah.
A lot of creepy dudes. I took a little bit of a break from comedy for the past couple of weeks because I was sick. I put on my Instagram story, then I went viral. This past month, I actually went to the doctor today, and they did like an endoscopy and saw like so much mucus in my throat. It was great. It's not great. But it's been like one of those months where you just have to constantly remind yourself, Monica, carrot cake is not a vegetable. Neither is matcha, even if it's green. I used to see a nutritionist. My nutritionist once told me I needed to eat more high volume foods, so I ate a loudspeaker. That's why I'm sensing good vibrations here. Must be in my stomach. My pancreas. Hello.
More good vibrations.
Oh, that was good timing.
Why?
Exactly.
I went to the doctor to see if I had strep or COVID or anything like that, which luckily I didn't. My doctor did look at me and was like, "You don't look like someone who could have mono."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "You didn't have to verbalize my unfuckability right in front of my face." I get it. I get what I come across as. One time after an open mic, this guy walked up to me and he was like, "You look like an Indian John Oliver."
Oh shit.
I look like Alan Rickman, fuck the owl from the Tootsie Roll commercials. I look like a Boy Scout in a midlife crisis. I think I live my life like a Boy Scout in a midlife crisis. I like pissing in forests and forgetting to moisturize. The beginnings of a happy trail and see a therapist for anger issues.
Oh shit.
I have a girlfriend. We're broken up now.
Nice.
I don't pride myself on being a very sexually active person. I did have that one night stand, but it was from IKEA. But yeah, my girlfriend and I, when we were together, we engaged in more wordplay. Then we did foreplay. Then we did Coldplay. No offense to Coldplay. So I said to my doctor, look at my mucus, which like my favorite Coldplay song was All Yellow. The only fluids we've been exchanging is our ever-going exploration of our own gender fluidity. And if you disagree, you can fight me on that. Mono. Yesterday was the 4th of July. Anyone do anything fun for the 4th of July?
No.
Okay, yeah, nothing. What?
I ran over something.
He did.
Well, stay tuned.
Go Monica.
Yeah, nothing to celebrate patriotism than with like wieners, beer, and pyromania. Fought a 7-year war against the British and blew up like so much of American land or our nation's land, and we commemorate that time by blowing up the sky. But last month was Pride Month. Can we get a round of applause for Pride Month? Yeah. I love Pride Month. I actually did 2 Pride shows last month, which was super fun.
Yeah.
I posted about both of them on Instagram, but I use only lowercase letters because I don't support rainbow capitalism.
That's amazing.
What?
That's amazing.
Thanks. But yeah, I will say I was at a Pride event and I got a text from Lenny. Like we were like me and my girlfriend and her sister, we were eating lunch, and then I get a text from Lenny that's like, "Do lesbians like chocolate?" And I was like, "Yes," and he's like, "'Cause I thought they didn't," and I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "I'm eating some chocolate right now," and I'm like, "Thank you for supporting the gay community." Love you, Lenny.
Number 2.
Someone fart
I
here?
love you for that.
Someone fart
She's
here?
on stage.
Oh, that joke was gas. Anyways.
There you go.
Open the door, please.
On that note, we're gonna let that fart air out, and as we move on with the rest of our show, I'll close on this. My name is Monica. I am a strong supporter of the first responders. Can we get a round of applause for the first responders? Yeah. Support the first responders. I am a supporter of the first responders. to my posts on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Monica Narain. That's Monica_Narain_. Thank you.
All right. So we got a few new people here tonight. So like what happened just now shouldn't happen because we just don't want to do that. People are here to make sets. People are here. So if you do walk in, just shut the fuck up and let everybody else finish what they're doing, please. If you have gas that bad in this fucking 3x4 room, please step out of the door. And maybe just be a black thing and that y'all don't understand, but you're going to be sitting here hotboxing me. All right? In addition to the new people, if you don't remind yourself to get a card from Monica or Samantha. After 5 open mics, you get one free. And that's something that we're hoping can help you guys because comedy is a wonderful thing. And I would like for us to give our full attention. We're cleared up now?
Yeah.
Okay, if you have to do that again, hey, it's just life. Just step the fuck outside, please. Thank you. And take that shit seriously, man. I went to school with white people. Motherfuckers be farting and thinking that's funny. I do that. Like, yeah.
Next to you too.
But I put, yeah, it's a real white thing. It's a real goyish thing. It is. It's so goyish that you have no idea. And to be proud about it. You know, where's that going to get you? But you know what's going to get you? We're to see somebody new up here, and I can't wait for the comedy of the one and only Muhammad Baker. Let me hear you.
Oh shit, okay.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
It's my first time here, so
Yeah!
thank you. I would slide the mic down, but I don't want to compromise half the room. So I am what they call average height. If you're a little bit taller than me, God gave you an extra inch. I don't know. Anyway, but as you see the ensemble, I am fresh from work, straight from a cubicle. The reason being is because when you work a cubicle job, they don't give a fuck what you wear. Great, because we don't really talk. If you need something, just call me, even if you're a feet away. I don't need to talk to you like that. Just hit me on Teams. Anyway, yeah, so I got the Crocs on. Just bought these. Not used to Crocs at all, but they actually fit the foot well. So I fell in love with it immediately. But to go into the joke about work, I understand. I just moved here from Vegas, and I understand that. Thank you. Not a lot of people have work here. It's the home of the homeless, really. Really, and these homeless are like arrogant, you know, like they're not nice people and shit. Like at least in Vegas, if you discard of something, they'll wait till you kind of walk by and check out what you dropped. Here, one time, I bought a chicken meal, didn't really like it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna be gracious and give this to somebody. So I saw a homeless guy walking up, and I said, you know what. I got a breast and wing left, some fries. This should be a good meal for him. So I gave it to him, and got a little spicy on me. He said, no hot sauce? What the fuck is wrong with you? Now you want condiments? Listen, motherfucker, I don't walk in your house. Actually, this is your house. Excuse me. Anyway, I don't walk in your house being loud and obnoxious. But like I said, these homeless are very arrogant. I should have known where I was because I live in Long Beach. I should have known where I was because I was at a 7-Eleven and one of the clerks had a bat. Like he screwed at one of the homeless people with a bat behind his arms. Like, I guess this is a regular. And I'm just like, the fuck is this, World War III? What's going on? I just came here for a soda. I don't want to be a witness to a murder, accomplice, none of that. I just want to get my drink and go. All right, so another thing, like I said, with cubicle work, I think you had brought up the joke, like nobody saw each other, you kind of identify with your mask. It's actually great because I see people in my cubicle who still wear masks, right? It's totally fine. It's called social distance, but you're at a distance. Like, you're fine. Like, you take that shit off, you breathe like everybody else. Nobody care what the air is over there. I mean, if you breathe in, you're okay. Like I said, if it's urgent, hit me on Teams. Anyway, but like I said, here with work, a lot of people don't work, so like I said, kind of unfortunate, but, I do as I can and try to help people. And kind of reason why I bring up work is because let's talk about love life, right? Now I wouldn't even say single. I would say I'm hiring because I believe you should identify your love lives as a company. You're a business. You're a big business. Treat it as such. I do interviews. I don't do dates. I ask real questions. Where do you think you're going to be in 5 years? What are your goals? Do you work well with others? You know, real questions. Because I feel like people, you know, why do you need to know somebody's favorite color? It's really, I mean, it's unneeded. But one thing I want to talk to, and I want to talk to my guys here, stop asking the question, what's your body count? For white people, that's how many people, sexual partners you have. It's a fucking dumb question. Let me tell you why. Treat it like a job. Do you go to a job interview like, just out of curiosity, how many people have worked here before me? Nobody asked that. All I'm asking is, can I get my name badge? When I get my time clock, and can I start on Monday? I don't give a fuck about, you know, anybody who has. And first of all, listen, I love women. Women will lie about this shit anyway. You'll never know the real number. You can guess it. You can multiply it, subtract, and then to be honest with you, a lot of women. Speaking to women here, you have a lot of regret fucks. You know, like it just happened. It was a Saturday night. To ordered you a drink. You said fuck it. I mean, it is what it is. He wanted a handshake, I gave him some pussy. It is what it is. Sometimes it happens like that. I feel like with drinks, you should kind of negotiate if y'all gonna fuck. Because one time I didn't, and I ended up with a hug at the end of the night. But I embraced her. I was like, I know I'll never see you again. But I should have asked to fuck. It's okay. It's alright. Sometimes you just strike out. You just gotta take that on the chin. Kind of like going back to business. I kind of pay for myself, so with the ladies, it's okay if you pay for your own meal. You know, equal opportunity. Kind of employment we have. I do go over in the interview process. I do tell them, you know, you can look at, you know, your benefits in 90 days. So the benefits is dick on demand. That's when I actually go to your house. You can stay over mine. Maybe shit gets a little tense. But I prefer you go back to your residence. I feel like an asshole. This is a true story. One time, one of my regulars, we had sex, and I'm leaving, and it's kind of fucked up because this McDonald's was literally like behind her apartment building, and she was like, "You mind driving me to McDonald's real quick?" And I was just like, "If you asked for food before I came here, I have to buy you food." But now, I'm ready to go home, a little tired. You know, activity's done. There's no reason to buy you food. I mean, you can walk. You know, it's not that far. Just climb the gate. You know the gate code, don't you? You know, you should get home safe. And it's so funny is because from my facial features or whatever, she looked and she was like, "Yeah, I'll just walk." And I was like, just text me when you get back home. It's okay. You know, I don't want to waste gas. But, you know, at the end of the night, she did get home safe. She let me know she was all tucked in, and I just told her next time, just hit me up for those chicken nuggets before, you know. We'll all figure it out. But like I said, you should treat your love life like business, because if you don't care about your business, they won't, you know. Create boundaries in your workplace. Don't let somebody come to your house and just fuck your shit up. Some people do that. Like, people don't, you know, they just take your shoes off. You didn't even ask for water. You just start pouring it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Went in the refrigerator, damn, you ain't got no juice. Hold on. This is crazy. And listen, I'm not a dog guy, I'm a cat guy. And the reason why I like cats is because cats sense vibes. Dogs, they're fucking gullible. They walk up to anybody or rub them. Cats is kind of like, I don't know, the energy you're giving, I don't know, he'll soon find out. Sometimes I'll be looking at my cats like, after a situationship doesn't work out, my cats be like, try to take it, nigga. I'm like, all right, no more nibbles and gibbets for your ass since you don't want to tell me anything. Let me get my heart broke. Now I'm in a healing stage over these fucking cats. But I love cats though. I mean, cats are real. Like when I come home, they don't just run and, you know, like dogs run to your feet. You know, cats is kind of like, you know, you should fill my bowl up. So until you feed me, there's no interaction. So, I know I went all over the place. Like I said, I'm new. I'm going to try my comedy. This is like a bit of my set. I was trying to go further. Beautiful. But I'm trying to.
Where can we find you?
Oh, King Capricorn at King Capricorn Mo at Instagram. So please Instagram me. Like I said, I'm new in comedy. I just moved here to LA or Long Beach, and want to get to know you guys. So.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. You know, it's funny, your name is Muhammad Baker, and I got 4 cousins, Rashi, Wakim, Kaleem, and Rahman, and their last names are Brown. It's amazing, isn't it? We just love to do things like this here. Okay, and let's give it up for the power of Kenzie. Let's do this.
He is powerful.
Thank you, Sunda. Right on, you heard it right. My name is Kenzie. Kind of like that cute girl, you know, who plays volleyball. In case there's anyone here that was born in the 2000s or later that's confused, I am not a cute girl. I actually identify as a tough guy. I come from a long line of tough guys. It's just another way of saying I don't really know my grandpa or dad. What are you screaming for, huh? Apparently my grandpa was a silver miner his whole life. I didn't get to keep any of it, I don't think. At least I didn't get any when he died. So, come on. Oh, his whole... Couldn't leave me a little bit of silver? Come on. Anyways, I'll be that kid. I don't give a shit. Dad, he was a military guy. Served his whole life, was deployed over a dozen times. Fought in some big wars. Desert Storm. Get out of here. I'm not stealing valor. Fuck that shit. Happy 4th, though. Yeah, he was in Somalia when Black Hawk went down. A couple bases over. He's good friends with Ewan McGregor in the gang, you know. He was one of the lead characters in Black Hawk Down, in case you didn't know that. No, he doesn't actually know him. He did hit on, who's that, who's the girl who played Miss Congeniality?
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, he did. He might have gone on a date with Sandra Bullock. He hit on her one time in Austin. Yeah. Anyways, there's my claim to fame. My dad hit on Sandra Bullock one time. But yeah, long line of tough guys. Me, I just recently got a jean jacket. Thinking about joining a biker gang. First I gotta get a bike. One with a motor in it, preferably. We'll see what happens there. But yeah. Anyways, God, you were howling there for a minute. I wasn't even being funny. What do
You
you?
look like someone I know, that's why. He was Brittany.
You was Brittany? Yeah.
Jersey, yeah.
Blonde guy.
Girl.
Blonde girl. I'll take it. You know? Yeah. I did this to my hair recently. Yeah. People keep asking me if I'm upset about a Quidditch match. A couple black dudes the other day, they're like, "Hey, yo, Aaron Carter! Aaron Carter! Yo!" I'm like, what? He's resurrected! But yeah, I didn't know black dudes fuck with Aaron Carter like that. Cool. But yeah. I like building playlists. I'm working on this one right now. It's called Songs to Jerk Off To. An antidote for porn. Kind of ripping that out from Pearson. But first song on the playlist, Toes by Glass Animals. Second song, Toes by Zach Brown Band. Third song is Bubble Toes by Jack Johnson. The hit gives you an idea of what I'm into. Anyone in here man enough to admit that they've had a foot job? Fellas?
Hey.
Yeah, I've had my fair share. Y'all see, dudes, y'all ever get a foot jump?
Yeah.
Ladies ever? All right, yeah. You know it's done. All right, for the people who don't know, this is a little demonstration.
Oh.
Please take it apart.
I like this. I like when he does
Gotta
this.
use your feet though.
All right, I'll keep it at this. All right.
Sound of school.
So preferably, the person giving the foot job has fuzzy socks on. Yeah, major key. And then, you just kind of lay there. Yeah, just sit back, dudes. Sit back. And the chick, she's kind of got a Jane Fonda it a little bit. The good old 10-toe special, baby. Yeah, that's how it's done. Yeah, I also, what else? I put on Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On." Yeah, I was watching Titanic while banging this really hot chick, and anytime I put it on, it kind of brings me back to that moment a little bit. But yeah, y'all know the part of the movie where Jack, he's holding onto the door, and Rose is like, "Jack, no!" And Jack's like, "Rose, no!" And then he floats away and dies. And that's when I came. And then I threw on a David Goggins motivational speech at the end. Helps me stay hard. Yeah. Some people like dirty talk while having sex. I like making small talk. Them Dodgers, you catch the game. Nasdaq's up. That's good, right? You're still gonna play that game of Monopoly with your family later? Cool. Yeah. These are real life experiences. This is art imitating life. Yeah. Monica, I liked when you went buzz. It helped me conceptualize electricity and wiring and all of that. Yeah.
It's a multi-sensory experience.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, exactly. Great tool for teaching. All right. But yeah, when I'm not doing this, I'm a kind of a financial advisor. Kind of. I get them mixed up sometimes. I'm a comedian. I'm a financial advisor. It's like. It kind of works out, because if someone's upset, they lost some money in a stock. I'm like, I was joking. You don't get sarcasm? I said, yeah, totally buy Apple. Not you should buy Apple. Anyway, alright. We're getting new shit out of the end. I'm like, alright, am I almost out of time?
Yeah, I just about to give you the 2.
Oh, shit. Okay, the 2. Alright. God, it's been 8 minutes. Feels like an eternity. Alright, I'll be out of here in no time, guys. Don't even worry about it. I covered the bits that I wanted to do for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about things I'm doing, things coming up for people on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at KenzieJF. I'm dropping a podcast. Well, it's kind of a podcast. It's not really. I'm just going to be talking about some news stuff. It's kind of like a rip-off of every comedic news show you've ever seen before, but instead of the other people, it's going to be me. In my jokes. And boom, I got some funny sketches coming out. They're going to be funny. I got some... What else? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're blowing up. We got big plans. Everybody in the house... I hope it's the same, because you meet people out there that don't have any plans and are just, coasting. But that's cool. Some of y'all are probably very happy, but I think it's cool to have big plans and dreams. So keep on chasing them. Yeah, I'm a motivational speaker now, guys, if you didn't know about that. Yeah, financial advisor, comedian, motivational speaker. All right, let's go do some gay stuff.
Yeah, yay.
Thank you, Kenzie. Is that your water?
Oh, thanks
Oh,
for checking.
oh. And I should have told you guys, Monica's going to give you a wave, a light, and you're going to know that you have 2 minutes to get off. And so I'm going to bring up the comedy of D. Wells. He's making his debut here this evening.
No, he's been here. He's
He's
been
not
here.
No.
He's not here?
He's been here before.
With me,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
he's making his debut for this show, as I said before. Give it up for D. Wells. Let him hear you.
Go along with it. It's comedy. Yes, and. Marron.
This is stand up. We hate everything.
Hello. So, my dad's birthday a few days ago. Part of the reason why I'm here, and he was helping a friend move, and he called Uber, and Uber was giving him trouble, so he canceled it. What happened was looked like shit, athletic wear, hoodie, track pants. He's carrying boxes to the Uber, so the driver, not black, thought he was a thief. And, he's asking him questions. He's like, hey, what's with the boxes? Dad's like, I'm moving to my new place. He's like, oh, you just moved in here. Oh, welcome. Oh, who's your real estate agent? He's like, don't know. Oh, was it Linda? Was it Gary? I know Gary. And Gary rented people like you. It would really help if you remembered. And it's hard because he was telling me, he was it's sad when you see things like this happen to your parents, especially someone like him. He was grinding his whole life. He was valedictorian in high school, and he was grinding. He got into Harvard before they made it easy for white people. And
Tell us the story, man. You know this. Come on.
Come on, Nick.
We want to
You got
hear
this,
it.
Nick?
I'm trying to jump around. Sorry. So, back to the Uber, Detective Hemorrhoid is still questioning my father. And the movers show up, other movers, they aren't white. And so now this white guy is talking to, black dad, Mexican neighbors. He's like, I thought I had 20 more years before this kind of shit happened. And, it's tough. Because with, when you feel these ways, I'm from Florida, and it's I know LA isn't perfect, but I'm just, sometimes I'm surprised. I'm like, man, I always hear that you guys are just like, I didn't think I could be homesick for a warmer type of racism. This is just annoying. Like, and I'm from Florida. We've been in the news a lot, and I promise you, it's
Go down. Yeah.
we been in the news a lot, and promise you, it's very easy to. It's not that bad. It's very easy to leave the state if you want. Just say the Holocaust didn't happen. Yeah, it's a little bad in Florida. We're lacking some people say we're lacking leadership. DeSantis, he's the type of guy who sees a flood and would say only liberals would use towels. Okay, how much time do I have? I'm kind of stumbling through
You
this.
don't have to do all 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I wanted to, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing.
You're 5.
5 minutes? Okay.
You're after 3.
No, I do want to do this. I just, and the problem with DeSantis is, he's just kind of, it's the whole right wing, they're going through their list like fucking Uma Thurman and Kill Bill. Abortion, done. Trans health care, scaled back. Affirmative action, shanked in the corner. Title IX is on a farm somewhere just shooting hoops. Thank you. All this shit's happening. What's Biden doing? Talking to Dylan Mulvaney. Come on, bro. Just so much important shit happening. And what happened is just, it's frustrating being a modern liberal, when I was a kid, we all wanted change and hope, but that doesn't mean you have to be stupid, socially unaware. Who's running the DNC? It's not anyone who makes less than $100,000 a year. It's frustrating because this, Trump just changed everything, and liberals just refuse to catch up. Trump forced the Republican Party to understand this new reality. It's more important to just push the narrative and then it is to try to be objective. People value clout more than they value skill. And speaking of skill, Trump forcing people to do things, aces. Okay, how much time do I have?
You have 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
No, he doesn't. He has 120.
120?
Yeah.
Nice. Like George Michael from Arrested Development.
Go.
Just. All right. I'm closing with an impression. Impressions are the reason I even started doing comedy from a young one. So this is a 4th of July just happened. My family got drunk. We started talking about all the women in my family love Denzel. All the men in my family love Samuel L. Jackson. Secret Invasion's out, and Sam's been doing this so long. I was thinking, man, we've seen Sam in so many movies doing so many jobs, but what about, some jobs that, he would probably be good at. This is Samuel L. Jackson as a pilot. If you look to your left, you'll see Vegas is brighter than a motherfucker. This is Samuel Jackson as a waiter. The linguine pesto pairs well with the Merlot. This is Samuel Jackson as your gynecologist. I'm going to use these forceps to see if your pussy has cancer.
Damn.
All right, I'm calling it. Next D West.
Where do we find you?
Where can you find me?
On Instagram.
Social media.
Oh, no, I'm on Hunter Biden's laptop.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. It is definitely a night. And we're having fun, and we are bringing up, forgive me, but I do not see your name here. But I'm going to bring up, Josh Kaplan's here, right?
Yeah.
Because he's getting blacker and blacker. Meet my son, ladies and gentlemen. He could have been my son, Josh Kaplan. Let me hear you. Hey, give it up!
Hey!
Come on, working here.
Wow. Nice. What's up, guys? How we doing?
What are you doing?
That's great. That's so good. I'm
I'm tired of having a stuffy nose.
Ooh.
Like, why are you demanding so much attention, you know? Like, my hair, my toenails, the pimples on my back need my help. I feel like my whole body is just competing for my attention all the time. It's like, there's a new eyebrow hair in the totally wrong place. Why does my stomach hurt? I've actually been trying. Why do my knees hurt? I haven't been kneeling much lately. They're all contestants on why is my body acting like a car? Yeah. I've never done hard drugs, so I don't really know what that feels like. Yeah. That being said, have you ever tried to fart while holding in a pee?
No.
Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that.
That is my thrill ride. Oh my god. I'm getting pretty good. I've been doing a couple of months.
Wow.
I'd say I'm like 75-80% success rate. Wasn't so good at first, but I'd say I'm like semi-professional now. Definitely top 100. And not wetting my pants when I fart. You gotta separate it. It's not easy. It's clean, but it's not clean, I'm young. I'm not like aged and experienced, but I've still never not had to settle.
Oh.
Like sometimes I feel like a homeless guy. I'm like, am I really gonna eat that? You ever not see someone for a while and not realize they became homeless? That's how it makes for one awkward family Christmas. Okay, so did everyone get their Secret Santa gift? Only between $10 and $20, you guys. Michael, did you wear shoes today? Why are you pushing a baby stroller, Michael? My friend's birthday's coming up. My friend with diabetes. Important for the setup. And I've been thinking a lot about what I want to get him, What should I get my friend? Should I get him like some sugary foods? Like some syringes or something? But I think I've settled. I'm going to get him a jump rope. Definitely a jump rope. Might be too soon, though. I mean, he just lost his foot, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ate it. You think there's any Holocaust survivors who saw Schindler's List and didn't like the music? They walked out, they were like, I like the story. I contributed to it. But the music just was off. John Williams didn't get it. He didn't get the vibe. I used to ride a bike to school every morning. So now I feel like I'm in with the bikers. I try to look out for them, especially when I'm driving, to be safe. But I never did walk a small child to school. I've been thinking a lot about pickles.
Yay.
This is Lana's favorite bit. I fucking love pickles. You guys like pickles?
Yeah. Yes.
Dill pickles, right?
Yeah.
Those Jewish deli dill pickles.
Yeah.
Come on. I could sit there and munch on a dill pickle all day. I've been thinking, if I were to open up my own pickle business, Josh's Pickles. Wet Cucumbers Incorporated. Big Sour Spears Limited. crunchyandmunchy.com. I could do this all day. I think, if I were to run the marketing, you get the point, right? If I were to run the marketing for my own dill pickle business, like dill pickles would be our bread and butter. Yeah. That's an angry joke. People get angry at that. It's like, you didn't just say that, did you? Fuck yeah. I met with a producer recently, a well-respected producer, and it was great. Talked about his career, his life, talked about my career, my goals, And it was so encouraging. He was so motivating, so inspiring, so moving, so educational, that by the end of it, I almost didn't want to show him my nuts. But a bet's a bet. I needed that $5. We were at a Panera. I've noticed Panera has too strong of a culture.
Yeah.
It's got its own culture, Panera, and it's too strong. Like, I heard a guy there on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, I travel a lot. I'm just at a coffee shop right now." And I just wanted to be like, "Don't you know where you are? Excuse me, a coffee shop? This is a Panera Bread, sir. Have you ever gotten a chicken teriyaki bowl at a simple coffee shop? Don't you know where you are?" So angry. I felt like I missed the train. I was like, "No! You're wrong, and I'm right. And it's my life." I missed the train the other day. It's very fresh. Yeah. Public transportation.
Yeah.
It's so popular amongst the comedian community.
And New Yorkers.
Yeah. People say, I tell people I take the bus, they're like, "What? Wow, you're impressive." I'm like, why? Because I have an app on my phone. I go like that when I get on. Sometimes I don't. It's easier than the subway. You don't have to walk up and down stairs. Anyway. That's an unrelated side note. Thank you. One day, I told my dad this. I said, one day, I want to take over your company, run the family business, be like you, Dad. That was a big moment for me. That was a life-changing decision, But Dads, he never quite answered me. He just sat there in his coffin. That's eulogies. I'm always afraid when I'm watching porn, which is sometimes because I like it, that I'm gonna it's gonna be going good, and right when I start coming, it's gonna cut to the guy going yeah. You guys afraid of that? Usually I'm on board with porn editors. Their pacing's good. They cut on action. I'm always afraid of that. The secret to true happiness is different for everyone, right?
Yeah.
And you have to respect that. Some people don't. Every couple of months, I'll get a call from my brother, and he'll tell me a new story about how his heroin addiction is ruining his life. Because even he knows I love the thrill. Thanks, you guys. I just opened up a new Instagram. JoshCat.com with a K.
Yes.
Give it up for your wonderful host, Sunda.
You mean that? You mean that, though? Do you mean that? And the show. Just a side note, guys. I just want to say, if you're going to be late, try to text Sam or try to text Monica or myself, because I do remember you. I do remember you because it's a Florida thing. But Muhammad's new, and we're gonna have some changes. Lenny's gonna be in charge. Okay? He's gonna be in charge, and you guys can't get past him if you're late. You have to wait until security.
Yeah.
Yes. Who says no? for that, huh? And then make a little change on the side.
No employment though.
We gotta order. We gotta get this shit in order, man. We gotta get this in order. This is like too much. I'm gonna miss you guys. I was just saying to Lana today, it's too bad they don't have a Friars Club, and it's too bad that you guys are too young to know what a Friars is. And that's scary. Isn't that sad? And she goes, I know what a Friar is. And I go, it means you're old as Jerry Lewis. But I'm not. I just work with them. Even if you met them, you gotta be old.
Yeah, that's real.
You gotta be.
That's real.
And when you see me on the screen with him, you're gonna be like, that's not her. I have my hair pulled so tight, you have no idea. I look as good as Dave Schneider coming up to the stage. Oh, you got comfortable. Everybody's business. Here we go. It's Kvetchola time. I'm gonna kvetch. You're gonna kvetch. We'll get some more in the morning. Schneider.
You know, I got a taste of scissors. It's not a joke or anything. This is truth that tonight was supposed to be a date night with the wife. And I says, you know what? I should do the open mic and this and that. So, on behalf of my wife, thank you. It's true. So, I'm gonna fucking laugh on this. I kid. Anyway, so 2 weeks ago, I had to go to a funeral for a friend's dad. I ain't going to funerals for 80-year-olds. You know, it's not them. Got nothing against them. They're cool. They're dead. You know, they didn't want to be there. It's the 24 grandkids that they have. You know, the ones that didn't visit for 5 years, but now feel the need to give a eulogy. You know, one at a time, getting up there with that smug face, thinking that they're the next Greta Thunberg up there. Thinking this story about my grandma used to hide $5 in their pocket. It's going to win them a Pulitzer.
Right.
After the fifth one, I'm wishing they were in the box. Right? For me, I'm going to be cremated. I don't go for that funeral shit. It's a ripoff, and I don't want to bother my family. Like when my dad died, right? He only wanted to be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Only wanted to be buried in a Jewish cemetery, despite the fact that he never went to temple. He ate bacon every day. And the only time that he ever reached out to God was to cover the points on the Knicks game. Like in his mind, if he's buried in a Jewish cemetery, God's going to completely ignore that resume. So, to my dad's credit, he bought the plot before he died. You see, it was real helpful because in the Jewish religion, when you die, you're going to be buried the next day. There's no time to go Zillow plots. You know? There's no 30-day escrow to check at the school districts. It's like in the ground. I still had to go to the mortuary though to buy the casket. Oh, not too much of a mock-up on those things. Funeral guy starts to ease into the screwing slowly by asking me if my dad would have been interested in having a hand-embroidered down-fill pillow with a coffin for $250. I said, I don't know. Let me ask. No. Are there people afraid if they don't buy this pillow, their loved ones are going to enter the pearly gates going, my fucking neck's killing me. Cheap-ass airline pillow. I was going to watch over my family from up here, but now, come Tuesday, they all get hit by a bus. So funeral guy starts showing me these coffins between 5 and 10 grand. Mahogany polished wood or brass handles and all of that stuff. I'm thinking, this is crazy. The furniture in my condo didn't cost this much. You know, it's in 24 hours. It's going to be in the ground. Who will be impressing? The worms? Forget all of this shit. Despite all of that, despite the cost of this stuff, he's got the balls to tell me that after they load into the ground, they're going to ask my dad's friends and family to grab a shovel and take turns throwing dirt on it. So what is this, a Build-A-Bear funeral? Cemetery don't got one of those ghoulish-looking guys with a hunchback that does this at night? I'm not paying full price. But then I see this coffin way in the back, conveniently hidden, a plain, unpainted wooden crate with rope for handles. It looked like it was last used to ship oranges. And I said, what's the story with that one? Oh, well, that coffin there. See, that coffin is for the ultra-religious Orthodox Jews. Yeah, I'm listening. Well, you see, the ultra-religious Orthodox Jews believe the body needs to return to the earth as soon as possible. So the coffin has to be made out of plain, inexpensive wood with no inside lining. $300. I said, he goes like this, goes, hey, look, here's the thing. Buying a coffin for a loved one, it's a very personal thing. So you want to ask yourself, what would your father, Herb Schneider, choose as his coffin to be buried for all eternity? I said, I think my father, Rabbi Herb Schneider, chooses the large gift basket looking box in the back there. I remember his last words distinctly. Hey, don't forget to put me part of the earth. Actually, others said it was, hey, don't forget to sue that piece of shit doctor that didn't find my tumor. But I know what he meant. So paint over the word Sunkiss, throw in some bubble wrap, and we're good to go on this one. Now all that remained for me to do was to, what the hell was it? Oh yeah, to write something about my dad for his headstone, you know? And like after 3 hours, I came up with it. It says, Herb Schneider, beloved husband, father, grandfather, once bowled a 240. That's when I realized I got to do what like I used to do when I was in college and I had a writer's block. So I walked around the cemetery, I cleared my head, I glanced at the other headstones, you know, for like some inspiration, and then plagiarized the living shit out of them. One thing I noticed is like hundreds of headstones, and they all have the beloved, beloved husband, beloved wife, beloved, beloved. Everyone made me feel like I'm standing over Gandhi. Is that one? I'll wait. There's not one prick in the whole place. Not one headstone to say, hey, fuck you, Grandma. Lay me here. P.S. I stole from your purse. But then I see this one headstone. Oh my God. I see this one headstone. It was like literally, you know, the headstone. Irving Cohn, beloved husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather. His family was his life. Philanthropist, climbed Everest. More shit about his family. 2 PhDs. Discovered 3 vaccines for children. Saved a kitten from a burning building. This thing went on forever. There was so much shit on it that I was expecting to find a small curved arrow on the bottom right-hand corner. There's more shit on the back. And except for the name Irving Cohn, I copied it all. I got a small family. Besides my brother and my sister, who's going to know that back in the 60s, my dad really didn't march with Dr. King? And when I read it all back, I got to tell you something. I was never so proud of my dad. I'm thinking to myself, I should have been a better son to this guy. I even added like my own line at the bottom, you know, to make it personal about my dad. He greeted everyone with a smile. Fucking killer line. That one was mine, and that line came from here. And that's when the funeral guy told me the cost to chisel all of this stuff into the headstone was $7 a letter. And that's when I told him, on second thought, I don't remember my dad smiling that much. Let's cross that line out. I'm redacting shit left and right. And then we get into a big argument, funeral guy and me, and says, I don't understand why we can't simply chisel one of those QR codes into the headstone. The one you scan with your phone and the menu pops up. Then I realized, you know what? I don't need a lot of words to make my dad's headstone sound every bit as impressive as Irving Cohn's. And with a little bit of effort and thought and imagination, I came up Herb Schneider. For the rest, see Irving Cohn's.
Date night that you dedicated to your wife, which is so great because you got us all groovy and we're in the mood for Mike Moody. Let's do this.
Keeping expectations low. How you guys doing? You guys good? I'll see you later. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Those 2 days fucked me up too Sunday. I don't know what day it is this week. Fuck. My name is Mike Moody. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. That's it. What's been going on? They found cocaine at the White House. Did you guys see that? They found a bag of cocaine at the White House. And they were like, we'll never figure out whose cocaine it was. They should have put everybody in the room and said, hey, we found some cocaine and see who go like this. Like, who fucking... I don't know, dropping cocaine in the White House is like dropping a condom at a college campus. It's like, yeah, you lost it, but you'll find it from somewhere else. Like, it's like... I don't know. You were talking about getting old, Cindy. You were talking about no, not like that. You were talking about the like pronoun stuff and all of that. There's a lot of it's a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? Everybody is fighting for individualism, which is cool, but like what happened to just hating somebody for like who they were as a person, like individual? Like, that doesn't happen anymore. It has to be because I'm black. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be because I'm black. You can just hate me. Like, it's not. It doesn't have to be any other reason. Sexual orientation or phobia or ism. Just you could just hate me. Like, that's fine. Like, if somebody hates me, why I gotta group myself up with everybody else? You know what I mean?
I sure do.
Okay. Why does that be a group of people? You could just not fuck with me. That's fine. I'm cool with that. We had July 4th, which I call White People Juneteenth. And, I didn't do anything. Not because I'm black, I just didn't do anything. I just watch YouTube and people talk about shit on, just watch black people shit on July 4th. Like, just go to work then. Just go to work. I don't know. Shit's weird. There was nothing at Leimert Park for that. They did something for Juneteenth at Leimert Park. And that turned really crazy. People were dancing. They had like, that's not the crazy part. People were like looting McDonald's and on top of buildings and shit. That's what we do. It's weird. It's weird, man. I was so disappointed in us, man. I don't know. But I don't think they did anything in Leimert Park for Pride. Because I think black people, we're not homophobic, but we like have conditions. Like we go on conditions. You know what I mean? Like the only time black parents allow their kids to be entertained by a drag queen unless it's a Tyler Perry movie. Like that's the only time. That's the only time we allow it.
That's true.
What else is going on? I haven't seen The Little Mermaid yet, but they made her black, and this is an old line. That's an old point of reference, but I think it's interesting because they have this thing where they take characters with red hair that are white and they make them black in movies. Have you guys seen this? Like, this is a whole bunch of, like, it's a thing where they just basically turn every redhead white person into a black person. You guys seen this before, right? This is like a weird, I don't know, there's no term for it, but I found like it's really weird to me. Because I saw like, and everybody wants to be like politically correct, and nobody wants to like do like old fashioned shit, because maybe you can call it sexist or whatever you want to call it. But I was watching, you guys seen like the trailer for the new Ninja Turtles movie? Mm-hmm. You seen it? Y'all haven't seen it? They made April O'Neil black. And it's hard to explain if you haven't seen it, but they made her look like one of the chicks who founded Black Lives Matter. Like she... Damn. That's exactly what she looks like. Yeah. That's what she looks like. I don't know. That's what she looks like. I don't know. Why don't you just show black people, like, that are black characters already? Don't turn redheaded characters into black people. Yeah, I mean, I don't even. They did. And she had like, it was dreaded or some shit. It was. I'm just waiting for them to do like Pippi Longstocking with like an all black cast, and then just give her block braids. No, I'm doing okay. Yeah. I I'm disappointed in film and television lately. So the BET Awards, I'm not gonna talk about that. That was rough. That shit was rough. Oh, man. I saw the trailer for the new Color Purple movie.
Oh my god.
You know they're making another Color Purple movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on the musical. I didn't know. I don't know why. I don't know who said that was a good idea. Why was that a good idea? It makes sense though, because you know it heals black suffrage. Singing through it, so it makes a lot of sense. Civil rights movement, slavery. Just sing through it. Just sing all the way through it. There's a lot of dark shit that happens in that movie. That I'm like, there's like rape in that movie. Like, is there a rape song? Like, I don't know.
Oh shit.
Places, guys. We're gonna do a run through of the rape song for the Color Purple movie. You see him hit the clapper. Oh man. Okay. Anybody? Everybody good though? You good? Yeah. You guys are ready to see whoever the new president's gonna be this time? Yay! Sometimes you're just waiting for like the world to end before that shit happens. Just a little bit. Is that too dark? They're like, God damn. Biden's running again. I don't know who sanctioned that shit. That's not even, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. But I guess it's like every other movie that's out right now. You know what I mean? Like the actors way too old to fulfill the role that they're in. For one more go around. Let's go ahead.
Damn.
I don't know why I believe more in the new Indiana Jones movie than I believe in a second term from Biden.
Damn.
I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be. I just don't even understand how that shit even happens. I don't know how that happens. How does that happen? Just a whole bunch of... They did it with a lot of shows too. They did like Veronica Mars over again, like a few years ago when they were like they were already in their 30s, but they were in high school when the show started. I'm pretty sure they'll bring it back over again. They'll bring it back over again, and it'll be a billboard, and it'll be like The Mystery of Menopause on this season of Veronica Mars. I watched a lot of black podcasts lately. You guys ever seen a black podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what destroys the black community more than a black podcast.
Oh God.
It's just dudes talking shit. Bitches ain't shit. We're like, niggas ain't shit. And it's just like, that's all it is. Like, for fucking 2 hours. Like, it's... That shit destroys the black community more than crack. I don't know. I wonder what's worse, a black dude talking about a black woman on the podcast or slave owners having a podcast.
Damn it.
They'd be like, I put clothes on her back. I give her food. She able to fuck every time I want to. That is still the regular black podcast. That's... I just thought about it for a second. I got a show on the 16th, I believe, at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach. So, yeah, so I'll tell you guys about it. I'll get all the information. But thank you. Mike Moody on Instagram, Mike Moody 91. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you guys.
I was supposed to have a date night, but I didn't see my date come in, and I'm so sorry. I've been texting you, and I'm crazy. But I'm going to bring up Mark Saffron for a few minutes. Would you mind?
He does not look like
Come on.
He's too chill right now.
Mark,
Look at
please,
it.
Mark.
Does
Mark, please, I gotta go. I gotta get to the store.
He's had a long day of work.
Just come up, not the store, not shopping.
The comedy store. I know exactly what she meant immediately.
Only Jews think about food. He thought it, and she thought it. Give it up for Mark Saffron.
really upset. You know, somebody already talked about Hunter Biden.
No dancing up there.
You can add on.
Need a stool for the stool.
So they find cocaine in the White House.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
There he
actually
goes.
wondering. I mean, it's not like it's not obvious. You know? I mean, think about it. It had to be Anthony Blinken. That motherfucker was one of the dumbest people I've ever met. And then I read into his family history. You know,
Anthony
the
Blinken.
problem with the White House is that almost all of the staff are like second generation, third generation Nepo poles.
Yeah.
This is my new name, Nepo pole.
I like that.
You find that all of their parents
I like
worked in like Harvard or Yale. It's like Sam Bankman-Fried's parents. You ever see anybody more odious than Sam Bankman-Fried? What's crazy about him is the girlfriend's also quite odious. All college professors' kids. His father taught tax law. And then everybody, the minute things went bad, they were first on. Who was first online at the U.S. Attorney's office? His lawyer. Oh, I know. This is my second time around. You guys are gonna get me because I was involved in that cheating scandal on the poker thing. I said, what type of cryptocurrency bank hires a guy who already has a bad rep? Only something. Now, so we find out, and this is one. And I know this isn't funny. You know, I'm not a comedian. She drags my ass up here. It makes me tell stories as if they're funny, right? Sam Bankman-Fried invested in a company with a $1.7 million EBITDA. He paid $504 million. Whose company did you think it was? Kourtney Kardashian. The answer is with this guy. He was,
Wait. So I'm reacting. I'm sorry.
how much tequila do people drink in this country?
Oh, it's a
That-
company?
Yeah.
Oh,
That every
Kendall.
Do I care which one it is?
Yes.
I mean, at the end of the day, the mother was the top blowjob in Hollywood. They got a daughter goes out.
Damn.
That's the truth.
A daughter goes out, and the first thing she says is, "Do a sex tape." Okay? Why Ray J? What is it about these Armenian girls that like black men? I don't get it. Think about it. What is it that there is not a single Kardashian that didn't marry a basketball player? What was it for? The money? Obviously not. You know, these guys, they had to make $100 million in order to even get into that hoochie. I mean, it's disgusting. The women over, and now I'm getting off on a tangent, but I really should be talking about, you know, idiot politics or stupid things. Hunter's gonna thank God cost Joe the election. Because he's gonna Joe has him like close at hand. He's holding him by the hand. He has to get him to that drug test clean. Right? His probation deal won't work. That's why I know that Hunter was so nervous, like every junkie, he had to snort a little. And they was like, oh, don't worry about Hunter. It's not his fault that he took $20 million and didn't pay taxes on it. Really? Here's the thing. What was in that garage and what did Hunter sell to the Chinese? And how much did he get per page? For secrets that were probably out of date anyhow. Because Joe couldn't have a good filing system. He can't see. He certainly can't read. And he isn't very good on telling the truth. He's always been a bit of a crook. You know, right? The bottom line is, you know, most of them are. You know, so I'm reading about, you know, the cocaine in the White House, and they're going through a story of which administration had the most drugs. It turns out it was Obama. Not only did Obama brag about smoking reefer, he also was the only president admitted to having a fondness for cocaine until Hunter. now you wonder, whose was it? Hunter's or Joe's? Well, maybe that wife. I don't like her either. I'm surprised that, you know, and the question really is, how come nobody's asked any questions about how he managed to get rid of the wife in the car accident and not the kids? You knew it was somebody. No, Bo died.
Now we have brain cancer.
Damn.
One of them died.
I don't know. He wanted to get rid of all of them. He had a new hot thing over in Delaware. He had to get rid of the family. The only problem was being Joey was senile at 32, and he cut the brake line wrong. I know this is terrible things to say, but it's true. The man didn't know how to really kill his wife. And you know, he could take a book out of my wife's book, right? Make a leaf, antifreeze. So until Sunday put on YouTube that antifreeze is the silent killer, they then went ahead and they put something in it so you can actually smell it. Because antifreeze was colorless, odorless, and untraceable. I bet you do. How many of your boyfriends got antifreeze? So that will leave me with one last, not joke, but story. So here I am, sitting around my house. We're in New York, and my friend Stacy comes over. She's an artist, all right? She's black. And she comes over, and my wife comes over and asks if she wants some tea. I knew that my wife was going to give her dietist tea. Because every time she didn't like anybody, they got a double dose of dietist tea. And I said, don't drink that! Because I knew she did. She'd been denying it to the date. But she gave Stacy dietist tea. And when she...
I'll tell it.
Well, it's true. It's true. You did it. I know you did it. She's lucky she didn't get the antifreeze. So my last point, and they'll all appreciate this, is I see today that the CDC put out this whole big study on, I don't even know who's who today, about how people who have gone getting their breasts cut off so they can look like a man can still breastfeed. I don't get it.
Oh, wow.
If you're going to want to breastfeed, if you want to be a man, why do you want to give birth? What is the purpose of all that? And what are all those hormones are going to do, for your body? So I said to myself, how much money did the CDC spend on this study? And black people, for the last 30 years, they've done nothing about their diabetes and hypertension. You think that money could have went better to study diabetes and hypertension and do something for our black community rather than worrying about what? 0.01% of the population. I don't get it anymore. I really don't. I don't get who's who, what's important. But all I know is I've been hearing about how many black people die from diabetes for a long time. I'm a healthcare lawyer, so I represent nursing homes. 80% of the people in nursing homes are black people with diabetes. Oh, there we go. See? That was Joe's hit squad. Look at that.
Look at that.
Hunted a snake.
Oh my God, if only I had my husband buy me a wireless microphone.
I watch everything else.
If only my husband would help me here.
You only break it.
I don't break it, and you're going to kill me. You all guys are going to kill me, but I have to find my keys. Do not even say a word, Mark. You might see my coat. It has like a tongue on the back.
I want to hear about it.
Is this it right here?
Thank you.
No, it's a whole bunch of other shit.
Are the keys in the coat? They're going to be in the coat.
I hear
Coat.
they're in the coat.
They're in the coat. And I look really rude doing this. I'm really unprofessional.
You could open up our own
Isn't this great? You have a break and you're able to talk and let out. It's like being in school. Let me just tell you guys, if you're watching, we have a comedy camp that's starting here with Samantha and Ryan Benson. And I'm really excited about this. We were very successful last year. Thank you, Ryan. And we need to get more kids in here. And, besides Henry.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Maron, my Henry. We'll talk about Henry, but I'm going to bring up our teacher for our workshop that's coming up here, and he's going to finish tonight so I can go to work. All right, guys? Please find me on Sunda Live, and you guys are great. You really are. Please tell your friends about us, like us, love us, subscribe, and give it up for Ryan Benson. Let him hear you.
Thank God Lenny left, am I right? Yeah, I can finally breathe. Okay, hold your breath, everybody. Sam gave me some news yesterday that Leonard doesn't like me. It's a shame. You think it's because I call him Leonard? That doesn't help. Is it because I'm just like cool? Is it because that I talk too much? Yeah, but I didn't talk too much, did I? That's a day now. See, but when he would have gone up, I would have. It's time. So I got Scientology check in the mail. So I'm an actor like Scientology.
Nice.
Same, I'm pretty big. So it really helps me feel like I'm powerful, but you got to be really careful with them because then they start to want to follow you. But they now have Blu-ray. They have tons of Blu-ray different CDs you can pick up there. So I'm really glad that they're trying to help the community. But while I'm also not selling out to propaganda for Scientology, I go to a multi-million-dollar company, which is also kind of the same thing, Levi's, which I get all the jeans I want. You could say I'm a stylist as well. That's the term. So I'm pretty much. I don't believe in skinny jeans, so I'm forcing that upon everyone, so they don't look stupid. So you gotta let your balls breathe. You know, pussies breathe too. It's the same thing. Like frogs. Frogs, frogs. You heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have they breathe through their skin, so it's very similar, I'd say. So be like the frog in your pants. I don't really got much. I've been chilling now. I got a bit of chill. 4th of July, I felt like I was in Ukraine. All those bombs going off. It was really confusing because it was only all the Mexicans that bought the fireworks, and I'm like, that shows that they're more American than a lot of us. So they're embracing it, and you can say that's American Revolution fireworks is what I imagine. But then, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like you could say I like to say I'm autistic, but I'm kind of an asshole. So it's like it's a cover up. It works pretty well. It's like. Yeah, I have a lot of plants. You guys like plants? You can't fuck them, but...
No, you can.
Well, yeah, there's some that you get the cactus. Yeah. Oh. You open the inside and then...
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's a small one, but it's okay to have a small penis. That's why they're called Caucasians, Caucasian. There's people that are out there that the trans. Mark was talking. He's probably gonna say something, but you can't cancel him. Yeah. But with trans, I've been with a few trans people. I've gone on dates with them, and these trans people are they're not the same. They're not real women and stuff. But I would say they're pretty close. They'll still ghost me. They'll leave me on red. That's pretty much a woman to me. So I'd say they've already found a way to break my heart. But what is gender? What is gender? Did anyone have an answer to that?
It's a fluid.
That's gender fluid. Yes. Do you guys collect your fluids and to see you have jars with the dates? That's how I mementos.
I keep a bottle of gender fluid on me.
Yeah, because you never know.
How you light your cigs?
Kenzie was talking about how his dad. I light my cigs with my gender fluid. Just go right up. It's like a match. But Kenzie was talking about his dad and stuff, or his grandpa, and how I had mine. So but I still he wouldn't have known, but he was there. He was when he was younger. He had to clean oil cans and stuff, those big tanks and stuff. Yeah. He filled with oil. That's how he grew up, and I do that to my butthole sometimes. So it's it's a full circle.
I do that.
You see, I don't think my dad understood clean butthole stuff.
Yeah. That's why it tastes weird.
Yeah. You got peppermint from me?
No.
Oh. He was giving peppermints out, and I was like, that's how you get raped.
That's how you rape.
Oh. Well, I was saying from the perspective of the rapee. Depends. You want to get in the mind of it, but I do hand out candy sometimes, but it's I do like that the edge that they does he want to fuck me? That gives you always. I've started to learn that men can't. It's pretty hard for them to have friends that are really close that are girls. The trick is to just acknowledge that you want to fuck them, and then build a friendship. So you build a friendship, and then you never fuck them because it's nice. You want to be around hot people anyway. So it's I'd rather my best friends. You should want to fuck them, but you don't do it because you're strong and cool. You got that, guys? Right. Hang with hot people, so that they have more friends that are hot too, and then you can fuck them. That's the degree of separation, and it gets really bad. you want to fuck people from other open mics, not this one, or else then like, yeah. I mean, I like to fuck, but you know, Scientology, they like it. If they just found one of my weaknesses, they can get me so bad, and one insecurity. All they had to do was just have one of they all wear a certain belt. They could have just like come up with me and then like just given me a belt, and then I'd have been happy. Or they would have realized that I'm just like a horny young man, and then if they would have just given me sex, I would probably join. It's that easy, you know. But they don't know that yet, so I'm gonna keep just getting paid.
There you go.
It's a good life, you know. One day, I will be strong. One day, but until then, I'm gonna put pants on. And I like to wear flip-flops. Most people don't like that. I would like to wear flip-flops, but I'll keep doing it.
Nice.
Yeah, until you know. Oh yeah, Kenzie, you forgot one of the positions for foot jobs. It's that you're missing the one.
Where's this one?
Let me show. It's from behind.
I'm gonna take this. So you're like, they're like your dick's here, so you get to see the ass.
Oh wow, that's smart.
So like, and then they're just doing, and then yeah, like
I was confused about like foot stuff because I thought it was just like a lot of just like but these people they have strong they look like monkey hands, man.
God damn it.
So yeah, it's pretty much getting
like a Thai massage.
No, Thai massage they're not that good. They don't go hard enough. Like they just go.
Let's get the night moving, everybody.
I'll talk about that later. Let's get. You can come up here. I'll talk about getting massages later.
Free running? You're gonna do it for free?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I would listen to that for like 5 more minutes.
I know what's gonna happen to me later tonight.
Yo, I've been working on impressions. This is me when I have to fart so bad.
Oh shit.
That's not good.
That's funny.
Thanks. Light me at after 4. I'm probably gonna do 5. Pay for 5.
You pay for up to 10 minutes, $10.
See,
wait, what?
That's the
That's
price.
say it's up to.
Come on.
One price.
It's not. That's
Don't negotiate on stage.
I was here when it was 5.
It was never 5.
That's not true. It was.
Get off
No,
stage.
it hasn't. It's been a misconception. It's been $10 for up to 10 minutes for the past 20 years.
Or 100 pesos.
Well, just for that, I'm definitely going for 10 minutes. All right.
$10.
Yay! 10 minutes!
Strap in. Josh, what you been up to, man?
Sweating.
Nice.
Guys.
What's up, Lenny? How you been? Well, I know what you've been up to. How we been, Kenzie? What were you doing? You were in Arizona?
Dude, this is your set. I don't want to talk about my day.
Kenzie, what were you doing in Arizona?
I was watching dogs for my dad.
There you go.
What a bitch. You have a dad. You said you didn't have a dad, Kenzie, and I thought that made you really cool.
It's
and I just found out he had a dad.
It's my stepdad.
Ooh. Oh.
But he's technically he's my dad.
I appreciate that. He was a good enough father that you call him your dad. That's respectable.
Yeah, yeah.
Your dad, but your real dad sounds way cooler.
Yeah, real dad's badass.
Yeah, I know he left, and he's like mining steel and silver and stuff, right?
Pretty much.
Nice.
Pussy. Don't forget pussy.
Yeah, he loves pussy. He does not like dick. He does not like cock. He does not even like penis. However, he does like vagina. He does like pussy, and he does enjoy box.
Yeah.
We got any young Asian boys in the house? Yeah, we got a young Asian boy. Bro, you're Dan.
Yes, Dan.
Hey Dan. What's his? He introduced himself. Yeah, I know. I asked him his name and he said Dan. What's your name? Really?
Holbert.
Close.
It's cool.
My last name is Dan. That's why.
Holbert.
Dan. So yeah, I mean, if you were applying to college like now, you'd be pumped, right? I mean, I'd be pretty sick, like happy if I was you, right? I mean, think about it. If you're an Asian boy, that is the hardest demographic to get into all the major schools. You know. Now it's what? Yes, it is.
USC. It's like all Asian.
I'm saying when it comes to like Harvard and the Ivy Leagues, I don't need you to mansplain to me while I'm on stage where I am. Okay? I know for a fact that if you're a little Asian boy from Brentwood, it's going to be hard for you to get into Harvard. However, if you know, that's just how it is. Anyone here think that Republicans are dumb?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up, Sam. That's cool. I respect that. But, so, I think some Republicans are dumb, but I don't think it's fair to say Republicans are dumb. So, I met a dumb Republican recently. So, it was this girl. She was 23. I went out with her for like 2 dates. And she had a child. Like a 2-year-old child. So, let's break down dumb and Republican. Dumb. This girl got pregnant at 20 years old. Like, you were having unprotected sex with some boyfriend. That's dumb. Now, Republican. You kept it, bro. Like, all you had to do was just go back on your decision. You couldn't do it. Like, you didn't do it. That is a dumb Republican, okay? That is dumb and Republican of you. Let's see. I wrote a rap. I've done a pro-abortion. It's wild to say this is the second time I'll be doing a pro-abortion rap on this stage. But yeah, I'm very neoliberal for some reason. Like when it comes to abortion, but like also, I like kind of believe it's like killing a baby. Like it's definitely killing something, but like it's not like a full human, you know. It's like if I got into a car accident with a woman and she was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant. I need to go to the hospital and check on my baby." I'd be like, "All right, can we check on my tailpipe before we check on that shit?" Like, all right, you know.
Priority.
Yeah, for real. Josh, can you make a beat real quick? Never mind. It's not your fault. I'm just thinking. So I'm just gonna rap. I'm just gonna rizzy. Did I just walk him?
No, he has to fart. He's gassy.
Oh, respect.
Yeah.
Wait, was it him before and not you?
Oh, yeah, and I got blamed, bro.
Yeah, no, he said he farted too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, but I live with Lenny, and I was like, I thought it was his brand. You thought it was him too, because you just realized.
He said it was him.
Oh.
Yeah. She's been eating Indian food or something.
I think it's reverse racism, because I feel like I would just see the white guy and be like, weird white guy I live with from Hawaii. He seems gassy. Alright, so Lenny, I know you said the last part of this interaction as a joke, but it still stays the same. So Lenny got Hot Pockets for the first time recently, and I see him. He like left them, and I see him. He goes to grab one. He had one on the counter, and he goes to grab one, and he like brings it back to his room, and he just grabs it, like plastic, all that. He just grabs it, and I'm like, Lenny, why aren't you heating up your Hot Pocket? That's disgusting. Did you not hear what Sunda said, Mon? I'm kidding. I did it to you. It's only fair.
Me and Lenny was down.
Yeah. So Lenny basically he had the Hot Pocket, just took it off the counter and just ate it. It was terrifying to me. So I say to him, like, Lenny, just so you know, like, you know, you're supposed to put them in like the microwave. You're supposed to heat it up. And he was like, no, it's fine. Like, no, it's cool. This is my second one. And I say, and I know you said this as a joke, but still, I said to him, Lenny, why do you think it's called a Hot Pocket? And he said, I imagine because they're very popular. I love, it was a good one. That was a good one. Respect there. Back to my rap.
Drop a beat.
Abortion. It's a fun thing to do. If you want to kill your baby, that's on you. It's a personal choice, like the vaccine. If you want to kill your baby, you can do as you please.
Yeah.
A slap, right?
It's a good time when you have sex and kill it, because you can have more sex and you can kill it again, so you can have more sex. It costs money, but that's all right, because I'll pay in the morning once we do it tonight. Yeah. Then we'll abort the kid and we'll go back to your place and I'll destroy your shit. And I'll steal from your house if you decide to keep it, because it seems like all you really wanted was semen. Now you're single mom and I'm paying child support from another state because you wouldn't abort. I I refuse to meet him because he seems dumb, especially if he takes after his mom. The kid has bad vibes, and that's on you. Because if I raised a kid, he would be really cool. He wouldn't be dumb, and he'd be good at sports. But that'll never happen because I like to abort.
Woo! Drop the mic.
I meant everything I said incredibly seriously. I mean that, alright? If I had a kid, he would be cool, alright? He wouldn't be a dumb loser.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, that's the thing. Everyone beats up on single dads, but they never think that, oh, maybe the kid sucked ass. Like, no one's ever thinking, like, oh, this kid might have been ugly, or like, oh, this kid might have had shit vibes. Like, no one thinks of that. They're just like, oh, you're a bad father. I'm gonna go for it.
It's like 1:30.
That's cool.
Little Henry.
Little head. I'm a young Jewish boy.
Little lads.
I was thinking about doing this. This is on you. Let's work. So this is an impression of the Cobra, Mr. Tate, and he's explaining. Mr. Cobra Taint is gonna explain how you can destroy a lion. Okay, and this is my scotch. All right. You're a dumb bitch if you don't think that you can kill a lion. Let me explain something to you. I am not a lion, okay? Because lions have low self-esteem. The amount of times I have said to a lion, you should go kill yourself, and that lion has killed itself, is more than 3. I have killed over 3 lions in my life. You have killed none. And you are still at your house, not driving a Bugatti. You're not driving a Bugatti. And you're lazy and you're playing video games. And that's the problem with your generation. And let me explain why I love cock.
Oh, no.
Because it tastes good. And it smells good. And I like balls in my mouth. And my chin. And I really like it. Cobra.
Where can we find you?
7-Eleven.
There you go.
Glory hole.
Glory holes.
Thank you, Henry. My favorite Jew boy. We'll see. He is a Best Buy, as you said, as it says. You can buy best. Thank you, Henry. I think we'll get it moving on straight ahead with someone who lives with Henry.
Yeah.
Looks just like him.
Lenny.
Leonard. As Lenny, our security, don't hurt his feelings. Because he might say something about your mom.
Mom's off limits. Hello, everyone. That's Henry, my totally heterosexual roommate who loves wrestling and Barbie.
Barbie.
And his fears include the bus, homeless people, and room temperature hot pockets. These things.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, okay. Okay, I lost the Hot Pocket debate. I don't give a shit. I'm too much of a fucking top G to have time to microwave shit. Fuck that. I got shit to do. I got fucking jokes to write.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy 4th, everybody. Woo! Happy 4th. Minorities, you have to clap too. Or, I mean, you should. I guess it's optional, but it would help my set. Happy 4th, everybody. Yeah, this is the day we celebrate our country by giving the people who fought for it the worst PTSD they've experienced all year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. So, homeless people. I'm basically homeless myself. It's not easy being me. I have no place to go, even though I'm only 20. I asked my mom if she'd take me in if I was homeless, and she said no. She doesn't like homeless people. Like, please, Mom? She's like, no, I can't have homeless people living here. My kids live here. God damn. I feel bad for black guys named Tom who have nieces and nephews. I graduated high school recently. Yeah, thank you, one person. I had a lot of fun in high school. Mostly because I look like a school shooter. Yeah. And when you look like a school shooter, you own the fucking school. You know what I mean? I had the principal give me what he called a school shooter special. That meant I got straight A's, got to leave class early, and got to park wherever the fuck I wanted to. I don't speak English very good. Denmark, don't fart next to me, bro. That was fucked up. I got accused of that. That came like a somewhat hate crime against white people. That was completely unjustified. That was fucked up. Like,
It was reparation.
I've never felt black before, but like, god damn, I was just standing there innocently, just taking all the fucking blame. This person was sitting in front of me.
Oh shit.
I'm not racist. Thank you, Denmark. D West, whatever you're going by now. Yeah. Come on in, Moody. Come on in, Moody. Yeah, what's up?
Mad Eye Moody. What's
Yeah. Mad Eye Moody. No, but don't fart in front of me again, please, Denmark. That was fucked up, bro. Don't do that in front of white people anymore. They're gonna get blamed. Now I know. You know what I mean? That would be like if you and me got here together and I was like, sorry, one of us caused us to be late.
Damn it.
All right. Fuck it. They can't all be winners. They can't all be winners.
That was good.
Thank you. Thank you. 1/3 of the blacks in the room are on my side.
You need two.
Need at least two.
Yeah, you need 2/3 to pass.
I got you.
What about 3/5?
That's good.
I saved it. I see now I got 2/3 of the blacks is on my side. This set has gone haywire. I don't even remember what the fuck I was supposed to talk about now.
Graduating high school.
No, it's something else. What the fuck? We talking about Denmark farting, Moody, school shooting. What the fuck was I gonna talk about?
The principal special.
No. Alright, we're just gonna move on entirely. How much time do I have?
You have more 5 minutes.
Probably. Oh shit. I know. Alright, get my 5 down. I made a lot of weird friends in high school.
Yeah.
There's one.
Like who?
I had this one friend named Room. Weird name, was even weirder kid. He told me when he turned 18 he was gonna get a tattoo on his left arm that said Mom, a tattoo on his right arm that said Dad. Like, oh, that's gonna be fucking weird when you jack off, isn't it? That's, yeah. What a set, what a set. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't fart in front of white people, okay? That'd be like if Moha was like, that was like if I was standing next to Moha and he was like, hey, one of us speaks Swedish. Most of you don't know Moha. Yeah, fuck you, that was an inside joke. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. This room was destroyed, like, I don't know when because I was outside, but like, somewhere between Ryan and Henry said this room just like, was fucking over it. Alright, I can feel the energy. I'm telling a few more jokes and I'm gonna leave early because I'm considerate.
Okay.
Like, I hear you, Kenzie. That was mostly for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I was relentlessly homeless. No. I was relentlessly popsicle shamed a few weeks ago here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I confess to eating a popsicle in public, and one of our audience members didn't like that. Like, I feel like you're not, like, society won't allow you to eat a popsicle between the ages of, like, 9 and, like, 59. You know what I mean? And, like, that's fucked up. I feel like I should just be able to eat a popsicle. And I felt like pretty much the whole audience was agreeing with me. And then Nick shouts out, "No, that's gay as fuck." You're grown. Eat that shit in slices. I'm not the fuck I'm supposed to eat a popsicle in slices. Guys. Turkey legs, bananas. Yeah, eat that shit with the spoon. But pickles are fine for some reason. Josh can fucking confess his pickle love all day. Yeah. I can't stand homophobes. Transphobes is like, you know what I mean? Like, I sympathize with them a little bit more. Cause like, oh shit. Alright. I hear your message. I wanna fuck a midget. I have to say midget because I can't say I want to fuck a little person. That just doesn't sound okay. There we go. I need to get the fuck off stage soon. For real. One more and I'm out of here, Kenzie. I apologize. It's not my fault, but this room was kind of fucked up when I walked into it. Motherfuckers. I moved out of the house at 18. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
I feel like that was a little old to move out. I feel like it should have been 14. You know what I mean? Like, I was jacking off in my childhood bedroom. Like, that's not a sign I've stayed in one place for too long. I don't know what is. You know, I'm kicking my kids out at 14. You know what I mean? For sure, bro. Old enough to masturbate, old enough to get a place. That's what I say.
That's funny.
I'll work that shit out. This set was worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it at last. I'm not done yet. Fuck that. I paid for this shit. I'm sorry about the fucking chocolate thing, Monica, but that was a solid thesis I had going. I hit a dog in the face with a full bag of groceries a few weeks ago. Yeah, it startled me. What the fuck was I actually gonna talk about though? I bought my dog a shock collar. And now my neighborhood is overrun with cats. Guess you could say it was a real meow function. Did you know that in communist China, millions of people starved to death? Guess you could say it was a real malfunction. Alright, I'm getting off stage now because I've been on to the... Whoa, one more.
Nah, your time's up, babe! That's how it works. That's always up to 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes to get done. Get done. It's a great set.
That was a shit set.
Ryan. Lenny did it. Thank you, Lenny. He was here the first day I was here.
Oh, God.
Remember that day?
Yeah, that was fun as shit.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm glad you came back. I mean, yeah, I don't really write jokes, so you just kind of, like, occasionally might get a good one from me. Most of the time, it's just how I talk to myself, and I'm like, that's funny. And then I say it, and then I'm like, yeah, you look at me, and you're like, you stuck what up your butt? And then, you know, and see, that's the feeling. So, to bring it up, it's not Dan. What's it? Let me hear it again.
Holbert?
Sounds just like Dan. Rhymes with it. Holbert is going to come up here.
Yay!
And as Henry said, he's our young Asian boy of the night.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
He's our spotlight Asian boy.
Thank you.
Everyone, holy cow, this is tall. But I'm gonna start by talking about my favorite game, Grindr. I'm gonna reenact a conversation that I had about 4 hours ago. It was 7. It would have been 2 hours ago. But so there was this guy named USC. That was his Grindr name. So you'd think he'd know better than to talk to me, but anyways, so context about what he looks like. So he had like a hat. He had like a pencil mustache, if that's what it's called. And he was like a skinny, tall white boy. So he wasn't very cute, quite honestly. But I figured that if I texted him, I'd have a 3-way with him and Mario. So. But yeah, I like guys with a little bit more money. That's why I chose USC. But no. So I asked him his hobbies, and he had 3. Two of them were hunting and fishing. Yeah, it's like I went into like the Get Out movie or something. But the last hobby was learning Asian languages. I know. Yeah, no. It was definitely a red flag. But for Asians, red is a lucky color. Yeah. You know, every Lunar New Year, my parents give me their red envelope with money in it. Red symbolizes luck. I'd rather have a different L word from my parents, which is love. Just kidding, my parents really love me. So, okay. So, anyway, so I decided to give him a chance. I asked him, like, oh, like, why do you like studying Asian languages? He confirmed it. He said, because Asian guys are hot. Then, which is when I realized that he had yellow fever. Which is perfect, because I'm yellow and I have a fever. But, yeah, so we ended up doing it. Whatever.
Yeah, you did!
Yeah. I've been accused of being a banana, you know, yellow on the outside, white guys on the inside. I've also been called a race traitor, but I'm Asian, so I'm more of a rice trader. Yeah. I don't really like rice that much, unless it's white. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm not like other gays. I'm Asian. And so, I'm specifically Vietnamese. So, and my parents don't know that I'm gay. So, like, but my mom, like, she always does ask, like, oh, like, are you gay? But, like, she can't speak English. So she says it in Vietnamese. So she says, like, oh, so the 2, like, words that mean gay in Vietnamese are bom, which is flower, and then bom, which is balloon. So my mom always goes around the house asking, are you a balloon flower? I know. Which sounds like a queer reboot of Perks of Being a Balloon Flower. Yeah. So, which is kind of perfect because my life is like a movie. The intro would probably be something like, I'm a perfect college student, normal in every way, except one problem, I'm gay. Okay, and then so an hour and a half of it will be like benefits of being gay, like college admissions. Although maybe not anymore because affirmative action is over. Just kidding. The second one, being an accessory to straight women. Or as they call it, friendship. I really do like straight women though. But the last benefit, access to sex at the tap of a button. But yeah, so at the hour and a half mark, like, there will be the biggest problem that any gay man will ever face. Falling in love with a straight man. But I'll tell you the ending of my movie. So, he's gonna give me 3 letters. No, not STD, you homophobes. He's gonna give me his D. He also gave me an A. The last letter, a job offer letter, so I don't tell his wife. Thank you, everyone.
I want to be an Asian gay man now. You've made it sound beautiful. All the years of oppression are gone, so you can fuck all the white guys you want. So I'm here for that. I name. Nah, only fucking my fish. It's okay. Pescatarian. Okay, this is the end of it. My name is Ryan Benson. I say a lot of random shit. I'm hosting for the last 1/5 of this mic. You guys are, people. Thank you.
Okay.
I think going on a diet.
Those were certainly words.
Yeah, no, it's like words.